I'm using this under the Fair Use Act. I wanted to remind everyone that of this video I did about Hank Kunneman on January the 27th. Now, this video was about and showing that Hank Kunneman never prophesied that a convoy was going to happen. He made his so-called prophecy on November the 9th, if I'm not mistaken, and that convoy had already been planned a month before, and everybody knew about it. Again, this is why he tells all these false prophets tell their followers don't watch media, or don't pay attention to anything. You know, that's a way that they keep their lies. They're able to perpetuate their lying divinations to try to keep their followers out of the know of what's going on. So he never prophesied this event, and I showed it. And there are actually other big watchdog groups that are watching these ones and calling them out, because legal action can, in fact, be taken against them. And they've gained a lot of attention now from these minister watchdog groups, these ones that have seen that they're false prophets, and their prophecies have failed, and they also really have started paying attention to their lying divinations, because this is exactly what the false prophets that are warned of in Scripture, what they're said to they will be doing, performing lying signs and wonders. Understand that. That's in Scripture. So they're fulfilling the prophecies of the false prophets mentioned in Scripture, spoken of in Scripture. So what Hank Kunneman did after he was called out for this, he appeared on Elijah's streams. I think it was yesterday, just the other day, to try to give another, to explain away how he wasn't, how he supposedly knew this or made a prophecy well in advance. You got to hear this. This is just hilarious. I'm going to give you a small snippet. I won't torture you through much of it.
Canada, because, you know, this convoy that's happening, again, we saw it at the beginning of the program here, which, great job for having that ready, guys. I appreciate it. Was the November 9th, where here we were on Flashpoint of 2021, and God says, I see a convoy coming, and he begins to talk about this. But look at 2017 of February, and God begins to prophesy, and he says, so this is what I say to you, Canada. I will reform you. Stop right there.
So what's important to note is now he's trying to say, because he's been called out and shown that he did not prophesy this event, he's trying to say, and you can't see that, I don't think, but that was prophecy by Pastor Hank Kunneman, February 2017. So now, because he was called out for not prophesying this event, he's trying to claim that he said this was coming in 2017. Here's the important thing to note. Hank Kunneman's YouTube channel has been up since 2010. He could have uploaded a video and showed the video where he made this prophecy, and he did not, because it does not exist. So what they did was create this PowerPoint. That's all he did, was create a PowerPoint and claim this is those lying signs and wonders what's warned of in the Bible. Claim he made this prophecy in 2017. But I want you to pay close attention to what he's doing right at the beginning of this video, shuffling his papers, his handy-dandy notebook around.
Canada, because, you know, this convoy that's happening, again, we saw it at the beginning of the program here.
So he does this, Amanda Grace does this, Timothy Dixon does this. When in doubt, we pull out our handy-dandy notebook and say, look, see, we wrote it down. I wrote it down, because they don't have video proof and cannot provide a time-stamped video that proves they made these prophecies in advance. They rely on these notebooks. Look, see, I wrote it down in a notebook in 2017, and here it is. Well, guess what? Oh, I did it in February 2016. Look, I prophesied there would be a Canadian truck convoy will occur. This is what they do. This is called lying signs and wonders. Anybody can write anything down after the fact, just like what I did here. And I can say, oh, see, well, Hank, you said it was February 2017. Look, I did it in 2016. Lying signs and wonder. And he knows he's been caught. And what they don't realize is these watchdog groups, these minister watchdog, well, they do realize this. This is why they try to perpetuate and propagate these lying signs and wonders. This is why they spend so much time trying to defend their failed false prophecies, because they actually can be legally removed. They can legally lose their churches, what they consider churches, and they can legally be shut down and sued for what they're doing. Lose their 501c3 and everything. They can lose everything, including the millions of dollars that they have conned people out of. Do you understand that? This is why they're working so hard to try to cover up their lying divinations and lying signs and wonders, because these watchdog groups are all over them. They themselves are at fault for gaining the attention of all these groups that are watching them closely now, because of all their many failed Trump prophecies. They wanted all this attention. They wanted to be the center of attention and get all these almighty dollars flowing in. But what they didn't realize, while they were gaining the attention they wanted, they were getting the attention they didn't want, which was from real men in churches, real men of God in churches who were watching them, who do have the power to shut them down. God bless.